Okay. Yep, go ahead.
Okay, welcome to Adam Comics. Jacques Muller. Thank you for coming down. You drew this piece just 15 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. Great piece. Please, Jacques Muller, for the audience out there, please introduce yourself. What you did, who you are.
Okay, in a nutshell, I'm someone who fell in love with animation since I was 3 years old.
3 years old?
Yeah, and you know, all kids want to draw. So I tried to copy, to mimic the Disney characters because Disney was my hero. And I did it very poorly. But then with practice, after a few years, I started to get a hang of it. And eventually, when I was 20 years old, I became a storyboard artist.
Yes.
And then that was the beginning of my journey into animation.
Right.
And I first went to Australia. I worked for television for 10 years.
Yep.
And then eventually an old friend of mine told me, hey, you should come to London instead. There's this guy, Richard Williams, who's doing this fantastic project called Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And right now I'm animating the penguins from Mary Poppins.
Wow.
And I thought, okay, but I had a project of my own, a feature film, and I really wanted this project to take place. So it's because it did not happen soon enough that eventually I decided to go to London.
Right.
And then that was the opening of the big league for me.
Right.
So when I started to join the crew on Roger Rabbit, that's when the magic happened, really.
And you just fell in love with the character, you fell in love with the drawing?
The project overall, I mean, when I just got to London, I was greeted by Don Hahn, the producer, and the first thing he told me was, Jacques, welcome, of course, and you should go right into the projection room, and you'll see the dailies from last night on the screens. So the dailies are the rushes that they shot the day before, but it's completely out of order.
Yeah.
And I just was like those characters in Tex Avery cartoon. My jaw dropped to the floor. You know, it was the kitchen sequence. My jaw dropped to the floor. I was completely like so amazed. And I thought, okay, now I'm not going to miss this step because I think that's the make or break thing. So I decided to work 200%.
200%.
And eventually I was hired as an assistant, and I came out through the big door as a fully fledged animator. So I was happy about that.
And how long did that take you?
I've been working on Roger Rabbit between September '87 up to April '88.
Wow, so you know Roger Rabbit in and out.
Oh yeah.
In and out, right? And thus, Jessica Rabbit, what do you think of her?
Jessica Rabbit, I mean, she's all curves. And if you put the curves in the right places, people tend to like it.
Because you were drawing it, like, yeah, Roger Rabbit has curves.
But they're not as sexy.
Not the right ones.
Not as sexy.
So besides Roger Rabbit, tell the viewers what else you've done.
Well, there's
we've had a lot of big news,
a whole bunch. I worked. What happened is at the end of Roger Rabbit, they thought they were going to continue Walt Disney UK, and then eventually they closed down the thing, and they pulled back all the operation to Burbank, California, and that's where they did Rescuers Down Under. So they just handpicked 5 or 6 people from the Roger Rabbit crew, and they hired those 5 or 6 people out of 375 to go to Burbank, and I was one of them. And then I thought I was going to work on Beauty and the Beast, but then Beauty and the Beast was not ready. The story was not. Jeffrey Katzenberg didn't like it, so instead of Beauty and the Beast, I worked on Rescuers Down Under.
Rescuers Down Under.
I worked on Bernard and Bianca and Jake, the German character. And after that, I worked for Spielberg again. I worked on We Are Back, which is a dinosaur story. Still 2D.
Yeah.
And then I worked on
a whole bunch of it, huh?
I moved to Ireland for a while. I worked on the what's the name of it now? Thumbelina.
Thumbelina.
For Don Bluth.
Yeah.
And I also worked on the
big name.
Yeah, well. And I also worked on the penguin and the pebble. On the pebble and the penguin.
Yeah.
And then I worked also on some video games with Speedy Gonzalez.
The old Sega game.
Yeah. But it was still 2D. I
Yeah.
did do the 2D animations, and someone would translate it into
Was that fun? Was that different?
sprites.
Was that something different from movies going into games?
For me, it was the same. Except I didn't have much frames.
Right.
Not too many frames.
Right.
But other than that, I was trying to make it very fluid,
Yeah.
very dynamic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then after that, there was a bizarre episode because I had this project that I never pitched at Disney, which was the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So eventually I resigned from Disney because when they wanted to do Beauty and the Beast, they wanted all the animators to work on the neon light.
Okay.
And I thought, neon light,
Yeah.
I need to see the daylight, otherwise I go crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I said, I'm sorry, I cannot, I need to keep my sanity.
Yeah.
So I resigned. And I thought, oh, what the heck, I
Yeah.
can always find another job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So eventually, what happened is that I had this project, Hunchback of Notre Dame, which I didn't pitch to Disney. And I found some producers in France
Right.
who were willing to bank on it with French television, Channel 3, and other partners from Canada and from California. And eventually they made a $10 million TV series. Of course I got only the crumbs, but that's usual. And we made a 26 half-hour episodes.
Wow.
And after that I bumped into an old acquaintance from Disney who had moved to Warner Brothers.
Right.
And then I switched to Warner Brothers in California.
Okay.
And I worked on Space Jam.
Oh, did you? Space Jam, the one with Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Right.
And actually with a friend we would go to the gym regularly.
Yeah.
And we would have to cross the parking lot.
Yeah.
And there was this gigantic tent, white tent.
Yeah.
And Michael Jordan was inside practicing.
Right.
So that was funny. That's the closest
Was
I
that
got
fun? That was fun.
to the guy. I never got to see him or shake him.
But it must have been fun.
Yeah, always.
Right?
Yes, definitely.
And well, look, being in a comic shop, we always like to ask a lot of the guests that come in. You've read comics probably once before.
Oh yeah.
Tell us one favorite character that you might like. One favorite superhero that actually got you.
You might not know it.
I want.
They
That's
are
me.
Europeans.
Oh,
European
okay.
characters. Spirou. You know Spirou?
No.
Okay, you know Marsupilami?
No.
Oh. You know Asterix?
Asterix.
Okay.
That I know.
There was a guy called Franquin.
Yeah.
You have to Google image Franquin.
Okay.
And you see he's amazing, he's dead now. He's a totally amazing comic artist.
Wow.
He was a giant. And unfortunately he's not published very much today.
Yeah.
And that's a big shame. But honestly, his comics were fantastic.
Yeah.
Just as great as the Asterix.
Right. Right.
So-
And Asterix is always
beautiful.
it's always been hot selling. And it's always been
It's beautiful.
quite something people
I know.
used to watch. And are you still reading it?
Well, yes
You
and
try
no.
to?
I mostly look at the drawings.
Well, what's in the pipeline for you, John?
Good question. What's in the pipeline? I have still to finish a film, a 1-minute film, which I started at the school.
Okay.
Because I'm a senior lecturer at Nanyang Polytechnic School,
Okay.
SIDM. And we started quite a while back with students with this film, and I need to wrap it up because it's been quite some time.
Deadlines are passing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I have many other animations on the back burner, and I hope I can get to them soon.
Soon.
I have several projects, so it's hard to tell you which. There's just too many of them.
So you're in Nanyang Polytechnic.
Right.
So guys, if you want to see some, hey, you want to learn something, they can't just walk in and just say.
Well, I mean, it's better to call. But it's SIDM, it's School of Interactive Design,
Right.
and something like that.
Something. Okay.
But it's in Ang Mo Kio.
Amokyo, right?
Yes.
Nanyang Poly, Amokyo, you're there. Thank you for coming at
My pleasure.
It's my pleasure. You have these beautiful pieces. This could be seen in Atom Comics,
Right.
and I'm proud to actually frame something up like this. Thank you so much.
Coming crowds.
Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you. Huh?
Thank you so much for coming down.
My
Great
pleasure.
pleasure. My pleasure.